Hey everyone, so today we're checking out a very important scale for your playing. It can be used for creating melodies, can be used for creating solos. It's a great scale, really easy to remember. We're going to be having a look at the minor pentatonic scale. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, pentatonic, what does that mean? What's this crazy language Pat's speaking of? Okay, well penta means 5, okay, and it's a 5-note scale, okay? So you can think of it minor pentatonic, minor 5-note scale. It's just that simple, okay? So these are the different scale degrees. So just imagine we've made a major scale, okay, using tones and semitones. Again, if this theory isn't making any sense to you, go over to my grade 1 playlist, all the theories in there. But just imagine that we've used this order of tones and semitones, okay, to create a major scale. Okay, let's make an A major scale, for example. So I've made this A major scale, all right, but we want to change it to an A minor pentatonic. Well, here's the scale degrees that you need to worry about in a minor pentatonic, and now let's flatten them because it is a minor, so that 3rd degree is definitely going to be flattened. Just like if you had a major chord, you flatten the 3rd degree and it makes it a minor. So you flatten the 3rd degree of a major scale and make it a minor scale, and suddenly you'll be able to play it over those minor chords. So let's dive right in, and I reckon one of the easiest ways you can play the A minor scale is over this using the open strings. So first let's start off, because we're looking at the A minor pentatonic scale, with an open A string. Then your 2nd finger on the 3rd fret. That's your C note. It's also your flattened 3rd, that C note. Then open D string below. Then 1st finger on the 2nd fret, that's your E note. Then open G string below, that's your G in your 7th degree, and then 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. That's it. Then play it backwards. That's it, it's that simple. Now you're probably wondering, Pat, why did you show me in that area? I'm not really going to be able to solo with that with all the open strings, and it sounds very bass heavy, okay? What am I going to do with that? Well, the main reason why I showed you that is so you can just have a bit of a think about what notes you're actually playing. Now I'm going to show you a version that's, although it has 2 octaves, so it's twice as many notes this time, covers all of the strings of the guitar neck. It's going to be a lot easier to solo and create melodies. Here we go. So remember, we're having a look at the A minor pentatonic scale, but the best thing about this example, and I'll show you, is that you can take it and move it around and you actually know every minor pentatonic scale once you've watched this, okay? So let's start. So we've got our 1st finger on the 5th fret of the A string. That's our A note. Then we've got our pinky, stretched pinky, on the 8th fret of the thick E string. Then we drop down, okay? That's it for that string. Then we drop down a string. You've got your 1st finger on the 5th fret of the A string. Then you've got your 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the A string. Drop down, you've got your 1st finger on the 5th fret of the D string. Then you've got your 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the D string. That's actually your 1st octave. How did you go? Can you guys play that? And once you can play that 1st octave, then try going backwards. Continuing on from the 7th fret on the D string with our 3rd finger, dropping down a string, 1st finger, 5th fret, G string, 3rd finger, 7th fret, G string, dropping down a string, 1st finger, 5th fret on the B string, pinky there on the 8th fret of the B string again, 1st finger on the 5th fret of the high E string, and that's it. So that 2nd octave, and if you wanted to add another note and finish up, you could use your pinky there again on the 8th fret. What's great about the minor pentatonic scale is if you know any minor triad chord, so A minor, D minor, G minor, B minor, any of those minor chords, any of those minor triads that you know, this scale will sound great on top of those chords. Meaning if you've got a chord progression and you know that there's like a C chord, then an A minor, then an E minor, so you instantly know that you could play a C major scale over the C major triad and an A minor pentatonic scale over the A minor chord, and an E minor pentatonic scale over the E minor chord, and every time it's going to work. Once you've got that A minor pentatonic scale down, all you need to do to play any other minor pentatonic scale is simply to move the starting note. So the starting note is A, that's our 5th fret on the thick E string, okay? But for example, if we want to play the B minor pentatonic scale, you just start on the B note, which is 2 semitones or 2 frets up from A. So A, B flat, B. It's that easy. Do the scale again. Now you have the B minor pentatonic scale. And if you went back to the 5th fret on the A note, you'd have the A. It's just that easy. So now that you know one scale, you can actually play all of the minor pentatonic scales using that 2-octave pattern. And that's it, guys. Well done.